A few minutes later, Jiang arrived at Uncle Wang's location along with others. As he approached, he noticed that Uncle Wang was badly injured, facing a group of monsters. Uncle Wang wielded his great sword with both hands, his back pressed against Xiao's back. Xiao extended her arms towards the monsters, poised to utilize her abilities for defense against the impending attack. As the monsters closed in on Uncle Wang and Xiao, moving swiftly to attack, Uncle Wang's blood dripped onto his face. Despite the pain, he gritted his teeth and locked eyes with the advancing monsters. He explained to Xiao that each encounter with the monsters seemed to grow more challenging, emphasizing the increasing difficulty in defeating them. Realizing the dire situation, Uncle Wang acknowledged that they couldn't survive if they persisted at this rate. He turned to Xiao and instructed her to locate Jiang and evacuate immediately. Perplexed, Xiao looked at him and asked for clarification. In that moment of distraction, an undead soldier seized the opportunity, swiftly advancing toward Uncle Wang with the intent to attack by surprise. Uncle Wang gripped the sword with one hand and glanced aside, sensing the presence of the undead soldier. Perplexed by the unfolding events, he swiftly redirected his attention toward the monster. As he observed the sword swiftly approaching his head, he clenched his teeth tightly, realizing the gravity of the situation. In that critical moment, Jiang emerged and swiftly intervened. He extended his hand towards the monster and employed Little Nine's poisonous mist ability. The mist enveloped the undead soldier, gradually corroding its body and causing it to disintegrate. As Uncle Wang witnessed this unexpected turn of events, he was both surprised and perplexed, observing the soldier's body vanish before his eyes. Uncle Wang felt a sense of bewilderment as he wondered what was unfolding. Suddenly, Jiang's voice broke through the chaos, asking if Uncle Wang and the others were all right. Startled, Uncle Wang turned his head and saw Jiang approaching. His expression tightened as he remained silent. Jiang extended his hand to the side and deployed Little Nine's poisonous mist, infecting the undead soldiers and eradicating them one by one as he neared Uncle Wang and the group. As the undead soldiers gradually dissolved from the effects of the poisonous mist, Uncle Wang shifted his focus towards Jiang. Holding his sword with one hand, Uncle Wang fixed his gaze on Jiang and inquired how a creation class awakened individual like him could accomplish such feats. Jiang halted before Uncle Wang, exuding a powerful aura. He turned towards him with a smile and explained that he possessed a hidden ability known as poisonous mist. With a calm demeanor, Jiang mentioned this and then extended his hand to release Little Nine's poisonous mist once more. Concerned for Uncle Wang's injury, Jiang instructed Xiao to assist him in quickly transporting Uncle Wang to the portal of the secret realm. Jiang assured them that he intended to stay behind to provide cover for their escape. His declaration left everyone speechless. Uncle Wang's expression shifted to one of surprise as he gazed at Jiang, expressing concern over the danger despite Jiang's divine class abilities. Xiao, also taken aback, urged Jiang to join them instead of remaining behind to confront the undead soldiers. As they conversed, the brunette girl brought her hand to her mouth and fell silent, her expression reflecting uncertainty. Jiang turned away from them, his body radiating a powerful aura. He glanced back slightly and reassured Uncle Wang not to worry, confident that he could handle the situation. With that, Jiang turned away from Uncle Wang and the others, his energy intensifying as he advanced towards the monsters. At that moment, a notification from the system informed everyone that the boss of the secret realm was being summoned, triggered by the number of people meeting the requirements on the final level. As Uncle Wang watched Jiang move away towards the monsters, preparing to intervene, Xiao interjected before he could voice his concern. She turned towards Uncle Wang and reminded him that Jiang was not reckless, urging him to place trust in Jiang. After careful consideration, Uncle Wang chose to trust Jiang. He tossed the sword to Jiang, instructing him to remember to return it later. Jiang caught the sword and reassured Uncle Wang, promising to return it without fail. The sword in question was the Novice Conqueror's sword, boasting 25 speed points, 30 strength points, and a 2% attack speed bonus. Additionally, it featured an already active passive ability. Jiang examined the sword closely, his gaze fixed on the monsters with determination. With Uncle Wang's sword in hand, Jiang saw an opportunity to enhance the attack range of the poisonous mist ability. This development filled him with optimism and determination. Jiang activated the poisonous mist ability, causing it to slowly emerge on the blade of his sword. The undead soldiers surged forward, aiming to attack Jiang. However, with remarkable speed, Jiang swiftly evaded their strikes. Using Uncle Wang's sword, Jiang expertly sliced through the monsters, infecting them with the poisonous mist as he dispatched them into pieces. The monsters posed no challenge to Jiang, who was renowned as the top swordsman in the entire school. As Jiang focused on battling the undead soldiers, a much stronger monster suddenly gained momentum, charging towards him at high speed. This formidable monster unsheathed its sword and cautiously closed in on Jiang, poised to launch a surprise attack. Initially unaware of the impending attack, Jiang swiftly turned his head to see the monster charging towards him at great speed. With quick reflexes, Jiang gathered momentum and executed a powerful leap, evading the monster's strike. The force of the monster's attack was so immense that it shattered the ground into pieces where Jiang had stood moments before. Witnessing Jiang dodge its initial attack, the monster glared at him with a murderous gaze, tightening its grip on the sword. As Jiang was airborne, the monster launched another attack. Fortunately, Jiang was able to block the attack just in time with Uncle Wang's sword. However, due to the overwhelming strength of the monster's strike, the sword lent to Jiang by Uncle Wang shattered into two halves, causing Jiang to be thrown backward from the impact. Swiftly, Jiang planted his feet on the ground, halting his momentum. He glanced to the side and was surprised to see that Uncle Wang's sword had shattered. The boss's strength exceeded Jiang's expectations. More concerned about the broken sword than the formidable boss, Jiang fretted over how to explain the situation to Uncle Wang. The boss of the secret realm was known as the Undead King, a formidable opponent at level 15. With sword in hand, the Undead King fixed a murderous gaze on Jiang. Suddenly, the Undead King's body began to vibrate, and in an instant, it reappeared behind Jiang, poised to launch a devastating attack. Upon sensing the Undead King's sudden movement, Jiang felt a wave of terror and questioned how the boss had achieved such incredible speed. With determination in his eyes, Jiang locked his gaze on the Undead King and summoned Little Nine for assistance. Just as the Undead King's sword was about to strike Jiang, Little Nine materialized and seized hold of the blade, intercepting the attack. Little Nine fixed her gaze on the Undead King and inquired of Jiang if she could eliminate him. Jiang responded affirmatively without hesitation. Delighted by this permission, Little Nine swiftly shattered the blade of the Undead King's sword with her bare hand. She extended her arms outward, her body emanating a potent energy that radiated in all directions. Upon witnessing the destruction of its sword, the Undead King grew wary. Deprived of its weapon, the Undead King opted to attack with its fists, seizing the opportunity presented by Little Nine's distraction. It swiftly advanced toward her, intending to catch her off guard. Suddenly, Little Nine's eyes snapped open and her body underwent a dramatic transformation. With a determined glare, Little Nine locked eyes with the Undead King and deployed her tentacles in self-defense. Taking an offensive stance, she launched a barrage of attacks against the Undead King, using her sharp tentacles, each strike as deadly as a sword. Gradually, her powerful tentacles began to dismantle the body of the Undead King. She began by severing the left arm of the Undead King, followed swiftly by the right arm. Little Nine impaled her tentacle into the head of the Undead King, causing the boss's body to collapse to the ground. Holding the head of the Undead King in her hand, Little Nine's body radiated with powerful energy as she approached Jiang. Witnessing Little Nine's impressive display of power, Jiang couldn't help but smile in amazement. He marveled at how calm Little Nine remained in the face of such a formidable secret realm boss. Jiang anticipated that defeating the boss would prompt the portal to open. As Little Nine approached Jiang, an energy crystal materialized in front of him. As Jiang gazed at the crystal, he pondered its purpose and origin. The energy crystal ascended into the sky, gradually drawing magic from the corpses of the defeated monsters. Jiang watched in amazement as this process unfolded before him. After several seconds, the energy crystal emitted a brilliant glow, summoning a colossal monster into existence. The monstrous entity that emerged was known as the Undead Tyrant, towering over Little Nine and Jiang by 20 times their size. Fixing a menacing gaze upon them, The Undead Tyrant directed its attention towards Jang and Little Nine. Jang, observing the transformation of the energy crystal into this colossal creature, began to speculate whether the energy crystal itself was the true boss of the secret realm. Jang swiftly turned his head, gritting his teeth, and commanded Little Nine to target and destroy the energy crystal within the Undead Tyrant. As the monstrous creature fixated its gaze on Jang, it let out a deafening roar. The Undead Tyrant swung a mace at Little Nine, but with remarkable agility, she leaped off the wall, narrowly evading the attack. Having evaded the initial attack, the Undead Tyrant readied itself to strike again. It lunged at Little Nine once more, but she swiftly leaped into the air, narrowly avoiding the attack. As a result, the monster's mace slammed into the ground, shattering it into pieces while Little Nine remained airborne. With a fierce expression, Little Nine fixed her intense gaze on the Undead Tyrant and extended her hands, sending sharp tentacles swiftly toward it. Despite her relentless assault, the boss effortlessly dodged every attack as if it were nothing. Jiang was astonished to see the massive Undead Tyrant move with such incredible speed. Gritting his teeth, Jiang contemplated a strategy. Surveying the ground, he noticed several plants scattered among the debris. Seeing this opportunity, Jiang decided to leverage his divine creation class known as Spiritual Master. Focusing intently on the plants, he realized he had only one opportunity to execute his plan. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.